Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय विष्णुपाद परम स्वर्गराज का चार अष्टोत्तर शतस्त्री ऐसी भक्तवंत स्वामी शिल प्रपाद की जय विष्णुपाद परम स्वर्गराज का चार अष्टोत्तर शतस्त्री भक्सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी शिल प्रपाद की श्री गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की श्री शिल भक्तिनोद ठाकुर की जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की षड गोस्वामी वृंद की पंचतत्व की श्री निताई गौरांग की श्री राधवंत गौ नटराज की जगन्नाथ बल्देव सुभद्रमैया की all good testimony devotees, all good testimony devotees, all good testimony, all good Guru and Gaurang. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. Reading from Canto 10, Chapter 72, verse number 5th. Please recite after me. तद्देव देवा भवतस् चरणारविन्दा सेवानुभावम् इह पश्यतु लोक एषा ये त्वां भजन्ति न भजन्ति उत उभयेषां निष्ठां प्रदर्शया विभो कुरु संजयानां तद्देव देव भवतश्चरणारविन्द सेवानुभावम् इह पश्यतु लोक एषा यत्त्वां भजन्ति न भजन्ति उत उभयेषां निष्ठां प्रदर्शया विभो कुरु संजयानाम् तद्देव देव भवतश्चरणारविन्द सेवानुभावम् इह पश्यतु लोक एषा यत्त्वां भजन्ति न भजन्ति उत उभयेषां निष्ठां प्रदर्शया विभो कुरु संजयानाम् तद्देव देव भवतश्चरणारविन्द सेवानुभावम् इव ह्य पश्यतु लोक एषा ये त्वां भजन्ति न भजन्ति उत उभयेषाम् निष्ठां प्रदर्शया विभो कुरु सञ्जयानाम्। What word meaning? Tad, therefore, Deva Deva, O Lord of Lords, Bhavata, your Charanaravinda, to the lotus feet, Seva, of service, Anubhavam, the power, Iha, in this world, Pashyatu, may they see, Lokaha, the populace, Esha, this, A, who, Tvam, you, Bhajanti, worship, Na Bhajanti, do not worship, Utava, or else, Upayesham, of both, Nishtam, the status, Pradarshaya, please show, Vibho, O all powerful one, Kuru Sanjayanam, of the Kurus and the Sanjayas. Translation purport by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki, the disciples ki. King Yudhishthira is saying, therefore, O Lord of Lords, let the people of this world see the power of devotional service rendered to your lotus feet. Please show them, O Almighty One, the position of those Kurus and Sanjayas who worship you and the position of those who do not. Purport. Here we clearly see the heart of a preacher. The great devotee Yudhishthira Maharaj implores Lord Krishna to demonstrate plainly the result of worshipping him and the result of not worshipping him. If the people of the world could understand this, they could begin, if the people of the world could understand this, they could begin to recognize that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and that everyone's ultimate self-interest lies in surrendering to Him. As confirmed by the great authorities, Yudhishthira Maharaj is a pure devotee of the Lord, and thus his actual motivation in discharging his duties as a king was to establish the supremacy of Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the real purport of the activities of the Pandavas, which are described in both the Srimad Bhagavatam and the Mahabharata. Let us offer prayers. Om Jnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Nilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagarjatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्नित्यनामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामने गौतिषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नीलाचला निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्रा सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I request all devotees to bless me so that I'll be able to glorify Lord Krishna and his devotees from this chapter and purify myself and apply what I'm speaking uh, in my own life. So here, King Yudhishthira Maharaj wants to establish Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You know. So, as a king, he is no, as a duty of the king to lead all the citizens and everyone, you know, to God consciousness and worship Krishna and perfect their life. So here King Vishnu Maharaj want to establish Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead and result of and the power of devotional service and result of who, you know, to those who worship him and those who don't worship the Lord. So, contrary, the present rulers, modern rulers, they want to establish material enjoyment is the goal of life. Current, they themselves they don't know what is the goal of life, and they lead and they lead people towards darkness or like blind leading the blind. You know, people are they give avenues for sense gratification, how to enjoy with this body and all the things. So that is what we see now. The current situation of the rulers and the society. You know, people, the king or the rulers leading the people to hell. You know, they are going to take either animal forms or go to hell and suffer. But here King Yudhishthira Maharaj is a pure devotee he is establishing the Varnashram Dharma um, and establishing Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in this Rajasuya sacrifice, we see and the the devotees are who all attend the that ceremony were Lord Brahma, Shiva, and all other demigods, sages, rishis, all the topmost people of the universe. Both, if you see, Brahma is the secondary creator. After from Vishnu, from the navel of Vishnu, Lord Brahma comes, and he is the topmost personality in this world, in the whole universe. And all the rishis, Narad Muni, Vyasadev, and Vasishta, so many, all the rishis who are all present in different planetary systems, they're all coming. So if they're all coming in that ceremony, and Yudhishthira Maharaj want to worship Agra Puja, uh, the supreme person who, is, as whom we want to worship first, in that ceremony is Lord Krishna. So from that, we can see that Krishna is understand that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, above Brahma. So that was his intention. So by that, like in the pastime of Brugmani, we see how he goes to Lord Brahma and Shiva and Vishnu to establish who is the supreme person. So like that here also, Yudhishthira Maharaj is doing this ceremony to, because for this ceremony he has to take a lot of trouble. He is sending all his brothers to all four directions to conquer all the directions. Well, all the kings should submit to the accept Yudhishthira Maharaj as an emperor. So many of them they accept, because they understand the glories of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Immediately, many of the kings they accept, but some those who don't accept, they have to have battle war with them and make them surrender. So like that, they all go all four directions and you know mm, bring all the wealth, everything, and establish King Yudhishthira Maharaj. The finally the person remains is Jarasandha. So that further. So like that. mm, So Yudhishthira Maharaj want to establish a Krishna conscious society where he himself is worshipping Krishna and making others worship you know, uh, Krishna. Not like present people who come for politicians, do some for advertisement and votes. They go to every place and do some kind of worship, but may not have any faith. That is only for show. But all other time they propagate all materialism. So it's not like that. King Yudhishthira Maharaj. And also King Yudhishthira Maharaj want to show to the people of the world what is the result of worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead and those who don't. You know. Mm. In the previous verse, mm, the purport it comes because uh, we see how the Pandavas they glorified the Lord, they worship the Lord, and they were protected by the Lord even in the Kurukshetra war. Lord protected all the Pandavas from all the calamities, and he established them as the rulers, and like that he protected them all by material situation or whatever, all the thing he protected them and take them back to Godhead. But here, and they see how, in the Rasa sacrifice only, Shishpal, he criticizes the Lord and his head is cut off. So like that, uh, you can see how the result of not worshipping the Lord. One is Shishpal, his head is being cut off, and also all the pastimes we see how the result of not worshipping the Lord we see in the Srimad Bhagvatam, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, and all the Rakshas, demons who don't worship, they all get vanquished, uh, vanquished, and we see all the devotees being protected by the Lord. So this we want to show that. And actually this is the devotee's intention. Here we see, even though he himself in the purport Vishnu Chakra Thakur says in the previous verse that King Yudhishthira Maharaj doesn't want himself enthusiastic to become the emperor, but he want to establish Krishna as the supreme person of Godhead. He want to do that sacrifice. For that he has to declare it as the emperor. So that was his intention, not for his own personal thing. So that is the intention of the devotees. They want to help others to come closer to Krishna, and for that they take all the risks and everything. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is appearing, I was reading in Chaitanya Bhagavad. In that also, before the Lord appeared, Lord Shri Nitai Gauranga ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So all the devotees descend in all uh, different places, and in that uh, uh, Vrindavan Das Thakur says that devotees took birth in all different places where the Ganges doesn't flow, where there is no unholy places, and in uh, impure families, or like not pious families, because Krishna, because they want to purify all those places also. That's why they all took in all places where Radha Desh they say, Nanda Thakur says. So they all take in different families which are not in Brahmana family, or or pious uh, families, and impious places, because they want to deliver those people who are in that places, as we see in past times of Shilprabha. Shilprabha disciples appeared in all different places and all over other countries, to purify all the people, make them people Krishna conscious. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearing before, uh, all the devotees uh, in different places, and in Navadip, some of the devotees come together in the Navadip and see, the materialism is very much rampant. The people of Navadip, they are all worshipping idols, and their main thing is to how to enjoy this world by lavishly spending for their children marriage, or sometimes they make cats or dogs getting married, and 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 also they say that this idol worship, I was reading there, that is there from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu time, this Durga Pandal, not from now. So they used to have this making idols and worship, and then Nimarjan, in water. So make normally Vaishnavas more, they worship deities, permanently established and deities. But this kind of worship where you make the idols and worship and put them in water, it is like a indirectly saying uh, not much giving understanding who is this Supreme Person of Godhead, or uh, understanding the goal of life, or about devotional service. No much importance. It is just only for pomp. And, so this Durga Pandal is there from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu time. It's all worship of Chandi and all different. And they used to worship snake gods and all Manasa Devi. They are, so they all. This is all at that time. No talk of chanting the holy names or worshipping Krishna. Nothing. So that was the situation of Navadip. Of course, Navadip is a transcendental place, but the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arranges how the situation is, how he, in what situation he appeared. At that time, devotees in Navadip, they are really been feeling very pained, paradukha dukhi. So they all used to pray to Lord Krishna, to see the situation of the um people of that time, and they even they don't feel even to take food also, like that they were in feeling pain of seeing the atheistic kind of situation. And Advaitacharya, he vowed to take to do the worship of Shaligram Shila with Tulsi and Ganges water. So by that, by their intent prayers, Lord appears uh, by the prayers of the Lord, seeing the situation of the devotees in that condition, and Advaita Acharya's prayers, um, Lord descends, and the lunar eclipse day. So how this is how devotees, their intention is always to establish Krishna as the Supreme Person of Godhead, and make people Krishna conscious, and perfect their lives. Become Krishna conscious and go back to Godhead. And we see the uh, like that. So this is the intention of devotees, and Lord loves his devotees very much. Mm. So I was just mm, thinking of some topic related to how the service to devotees. Previous when we were in Bhagavatam class, we were discussing about glory of serving devotees, how Krishna was much pleased. So I was telling that day that I had no service attitude towards devotees, and I was trying to hear uh, or read related to that topic, and from that I found some things how the. So here also we see in the Rajasuya sacrifice, Lord Krishna is his service in that sacrifice is worshipping the feet of all the sages, rishis coming to that sacrifice. So Krishna says is love my dog. Though, so as I was saying, like many of the times we don't want to like I want to don't want I don't want to depend on others, for my advancement also I will do on my own sadhana, like that. But many times fail, not able to do sadhana also properly. But here, by serving the Vaishnavas, one can uh, purify his sinful life, sinful proclivities, is all. And I was hearing the story of Alvar. One of the Alvar, I don't remember the name. I just, so he got attracted to a Vaishnavi lady. So he want to get married to her. So he goes to her and he proposes. Uh, One of the wealthy person or kind. So, but she says that I want to marry a devotee only. So then he will change the clothes and everything Kantimala. But she says that Vaishnava means he serves all devotees. Then he starts serving all the devotees of that place. By serving, his desire gets evaporated and he gets purified, and he forgets about worshipping that lady. So this is something very miraculous. Matlab, serving devotees, Vaishnavas. Normally, many times we have lust, anger, so many things. Another's are there, and so much trouble. How these all things can go. Uh, but glory of serving the devotees is this all um, get evaporated. But that intense desire should be there. Try to take opportunity to serve devotees. But first the intention has to come, then external how it will manifest in different according to the direction of the superiors and like that. So, but intention has to be there. Then we see another pastime also where uh, disciples of Ramanujacharya. So one time Ramanujacharya says that he's going to come with his disciples. So he goes to one of the disciple home where uh, the disciples of Ramanujacharya go and intimate him that he is coming. So he is very excited to serve Guru only, then Ramanujacharya, but he doesn't take care of the disciples who come. Later they go to another disciple where they are welcomed nicely. So Ramanujacharya, when he goes with his disciples there, the family, they're very poor. So the lady of that home, wife of the devotee, she ready to get money. She is ready to give her body. The one of the merchant is very attracted to her, so he always proposes her to different ways. So she knows that if she agrees to him with him, she will get all the things required. So like that, the pastime happens is like so all the when she agrees, he gives all the things and she cooks for the Vaishnavas and Ramanujacharya. They all take and they all say to Ramanujacharya the situation. Then Ramanujacharya gives his Mahaprasad to that person. So like that he gets purified. That merchant also get purified, and so actually, matlab, when I was contemplating on that story, uh, so how the power of devotional service, serving Vaishnavas, it is not of this material calculation. Normally, for a lady to be in that situation is very, nobody agrees. In that whole society condemns. So, but mm, the serving Vaishnavas is very much very in a high thing. Matlab, who has that intense desire to serve devotees? From that I was thinking like, who has that intense desire to serve devotees and Vaishnavas? He will transcend these things. And if we want to try for our own way, to come out of this lust, anger, all these things, those who serve devotees, they will automatically, the they will transcend the bodily platform. So, but on the contrary, if somebody not able to serve or devotees are, I see in that only, what happens to the opposite situation. Here we see in the Daksha, his situation. I will read one translation and purport from Bhagvatam, 4th canto, 4th chapter, verse number 12. After Daksha insults Lord Shiva, all that thing happens. Then Sati, she becomes very upset, and she speaks. Before she gives up her body, she speaks like this. She says to Daksha, "O twice-born Daksha, a man like you can simply find fault in the qualities of others. Lord Shiva, however, not only find no faults with others' qualities, but if someone has a little good quality, he magnifies it greatly. Unfortunately, you have found fault with such a great soul." So here, purport, Sati says that Daksha, she addressed it as twice born. So he is a twice born, and you should have studied Vedic literature, understand the what is good and bad. You should understand with logic and argument and philosophy. Sati, Daksha's daughter, put before him sound arguments. There are some highly qualified persons who accept only good qualities of others. Just as the bee is always interested in the honey in the flower and does not consider the thorn and colors. Highly qualified persons who are uncommon accept only the good qualities of others, not considering their bad qualities. Whereas the common man can judge what are the good qualities and what are the bad qualities. So this is like she's saying about how who are Uttamadhikari, they are accept the good qualities of others and not discriminate, neglect the other things. Here I will see the last paragraph. I will. How he is, Daksha is acting opposite way. Sati accused her father, "You are just the opposite. Although Lord Shiva has many good qualities and no bad qualities at all, you have accepted him as bad and found fault with him. Because of your accepting uh, his good qualities to be bad, instead of you becoming the most exalted soul, you have become the most fallen. A person becomes the greatest soul by accepting the good qualities of others' qualities, but unnecessarily considering others' good qualities to be bad, you have become the lowest of the fallen soul." So here, Lord Shiva is having all good qualities, but he considering them as bad. So I was when I was contemplating on this thing uh, in the association of devotees, uh, I was thinking this is the bad fortune, or the not able to see the even sometime some devotees may have you know shortcomings may be there, or but I'm saying about me. As many times happen, what happens is I consider the good qualities of others to be bad. that, 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 that is the situation. Many times it happens actually, especially about me. Because when we are in the association of devotees, we have a lot of opportunities to serve devotees, uh, and we can transcend all the material things from where lust, anger, greed, but not having the desire to that intense desire to serve devotees, then are not able to understand the value or see, then we may sometimes see them as in a familiar way, material way, what their service or their uh, what their position, all those things are their capabilities, where all external things. So because of that, sometimes we see their good qualities as bad. So I'm saying about my situation. Because of that, there is lack of service attitude to serve the devotees. So this is the uh, fallen state. Normally, we say somebody is fallen. Okay, he's four regulative principles breaking, and all those things. And, mm, but actually, in the association of devotees, fallen state is actually this, considering the good qualities of devotees to be bad. You know, if somebody is having some you know, mm, did mistake or something is there, we can approach the right people and have communicate or whatever you can do. But many times, especially thing happens to me, so we consider their good qualities to be bad actually. You know, you know, that is the fallen nature actually. That other uh, four regulated principles breaking is like a symptom. You know. Main is as like I was feeling not able, especially in the association of devotees. If you are able to, uh, because when you see the good qualities of devotees, serve them, automatically you will all these uh, material attachments, all the things will automatically go away. Especially when you desire to serve spiritual master Vaishnavas, mm, the you can transcend all the mm, material problems, anarthas, all those things. Because we see in the uh, Narad Muni also, when he served Bhaktivedantas, he, he got purified from his. He says in that purpose says where how he got purified all his uh, from his sinful reactions and all the things. So this is the actually miracle of serving devotees. First, having that intention to serve Guru and Vaishnavas, and then automatically, but if we in the association of devotees, if we are uh, not able to see their uh, good qualities, or consider their good qualities to be bad, then it is a fallen condition. Our uh, it's like kind it leads to offense also when we consider the good qualities of others to be bad. Uh, it surely will lead to offense, because you will speak something, uh, you will blaspheme. Later, all other things will uh, thing happens. So, how one should have this intense desire to serve Guru and Vaishnavas, and mm, then one can come out of this fallen condition. Mm, this is what I wanted to thought of this here, where we have explained how the person who served the Vaishnavas, he transcend the uh, material conditions and become great alvar. Here we see Daksha. He criticized Lord Shiva, who is great devotee, and is got a goat head, afterwards. And he further made so many offenses in the next, Narad Muni and all that. So this is the one has to uh, have intense desire to serve Guru and Vaishnavas, then one can easily come out of these um, conditions, all whatever material conditionings may be there. So, I request all of you to pray for me. I will apply what I have spoken so that I will be able to serve Guru, Vaishnavas and Nitai Gauranga. Hare Krishna. गंधराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, शिल प्रपाद की,